Coming to you live from the UTPA Fieldhouse in the three-time All-American city of Edinburgh, this is Bronx basketball. Tonight, the Bronx hosts the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners for the second time this season. The Bronx go for the season sweep in a series that Coach Hipsher likened to a conference series because, I mean, how often do you see a non-conference opponent twice in the same season? Well, that's exactly what's going to happen tonight. Bronx beat UTSA at UTSA 70-55 back on November 21st. And now ready for the rematch tonight in Edinburgh. The Bronx, home for the first time in about 3 weeks, spent 7 games on the road. Most recently at SIU Edwardsville on Monday. It was a 55-49 loss despite the Bronx outscoring the Cougars 24-16 in the paint. Graduate student Javon Farrell recorded his first career double-double with 15 points and a career-high 12 rebounds. Junior Shaq Boga registered his 4th game of a career-high 17 points, marking the 3rd time he's led the team in scoring. Boga also with 3 steals. On the other side, UTSA, well, when the Bronx beat them, UTSA fell to 0-4. Since then, they're 2-2. Over the last 4 games, UTSA is averaging 78.5 points per game after averaging just 62.8 through their first 4 games. So, as you can tell, they're playing a lot better. It's interesting, though, that it's so spread out because UTSA has had 6 different leading scorers through 8 games. Of course, Keon Lewis is always a good bet to be that leading scorer. He leads UTSA 14.5 points per game. He's reached double figures in all but 1 contest this season. Well, we'll take a time out. Coming up on Bronx pregame, it's Coach's Corner. Chat with Bronx head coach Dan Hipsher. This is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Welcome back to Bronx pregame. It's the Coach's Corner. Jonah Goldberg with Bronx head coach Dan Hipsher. And Coach, it's been a while since you've been home, almost a whole month. Is it nice to finally get back on your own court?
Well, no doubt about it, but I'm a little concerned that the kids will see it almost as a visiting game. It has been a long time since we've been here in front of the home crowd, and I hope they don't come out nervous, you know, because they haven't played in front of them in a while.
Since the last time we spoke to you, it's been 7 games on the road. What does a stretch like that do for your team?
Well, we learned a lot about ourselves, I think, and we're in a process right now of we've played 10 games. The statistics the kids have developed are pretty much theirs now, and I think we have a better understanding of who should be getting shots, why they should be getting shots, and the type of shots they should be getting, along with who's committed on the defensive end. So I think we learned a lot about our team.
Is it weird in a 5-month season to be 1 month in and a third of your schedule is already done?
Yeah, it jumped on it early with adding the exempt event and the schedule we already had. It threw a lot of games on the front end, but it's just kind of the way it goes. Everybody plays 30, 31 games anymore, and you got to get them in sometime.
Now that you have more time in between games, do you think that it's better or worse to have more time between games?
Well, right now we need some time. I need some time. The kids need time. The exams are coming up, so we'll take a couple days off to let the kids mentally get into that, and then, piece it back together, get some shooting in. That's the thing. You're playing so many games, you lose a lot of skill work time. So we'll be able to commit more time to that. But then again next week, Sunday, stay on the road, Wednesday, and then off for Christmas. But then it'll become more of a consistent schedule, and hopefully we can get through these next 3 and play well and come back after the holidays and be where we need to be.
Last time out, a 55-49 loss to SIU Edwardsville. Your thoughts on that game?
Well, I thought it was the one game this year that we had opportunity to win that we didn't finish out and win. We did not play well for a stretch of the game, but the front 10 minutes and the back 10 minutes, we put ourselves in an opportunity to win the game and just didn't play well enough to do it. We held them to 32% or 31% from the field and lost the game. So, we got to make a few more baskets than that. And when we did get the 2-point lead, we made a couple mental and physical errors that cost us. We gave away a transition layup that we missed, and then they went down and banged a 3, and it just turned around on us quick. But again, I don't fault the kids trying hard. They're there every night.
Javon Farrell, first career double-double, 5th year playing college basketball, career-high 12 rebounds to go with his 15 points.
Well, he did a great job. We knew that guard rebounding was going to be a major factor because Southern Illinois shoots a lot of threes. So Javon did a great job of grabbing them, got some offensive putbacks too, and really, was competing out there to win.
Shaq Boga appears his magic number is 17 points. 5th time he's had a 17-point game this year.
Is that right? I didn't realize that. But, what we've talked about with Shaq is, he's a very good shooter. He's our best spot-up guy, really. And he's just got to put himself in more successful situations because off the dribble he has struggled to finish around the rim. So, we're trying to get him, look, you got straight-line drives and jump shots, and that's what you're good at. But he's done a good job for us. God forbid we were playing without those two right now. We're fortunate we added them late in the summer.
UTSA, round 2, what can you tell us about them?
Well, they didn't play well the night we were there. We didn't really play real well, so I think both teams are looking to play better. We were bailed out by a freshman coming in and making 5 threes. We won by 15. He made 5 threes. That's 15 points. And that's what did it for us. But right after they lost to us, they beat Corpus Christi, who we really struggled with, So it all comes down to what I've talked about. We have a very fine line, here, and we have to play well each and every night. And it's going to be a toss-up most nights, and it'll be a very competitive game. Their guard core is explosive, and I think 2 or maybe 3 of them have had over 20 to 25 points in a game this year.
Knowing LJ McIntosh had his best game against UTSA with those 17 points, do you start to look for opportunities early to get him into the game?
Well, they're a team that plays a lot of zone, and that's what LJ's effective as. Although he's only 6 foot tall, he's not a very good ball handler and passer. So against man-to-man, he struggles with that. But when he can spot up and shoot the ball, he does a really good job. So he's always a candidate when the team is playing a great amount of zone against us, and he'll play a lot of minutes again tonight, I would assume.
Finally, a meaningful game today. I see you got the pink tie on. Real Bronx or pink?
Amen. And we hope to see a lot of pink in the stands tonight. And, we're all supportive. We've all got women in our lives that have been affected by breast cancer, and anything we can do to help the cause, we're glad to do it.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot and good luck.
Thank you.
Bronx head coach Dan Hipsher. That'll do it for the Coach's Corner. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and opening tip. This is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
For visiting UTSA Roadrunners. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Houston, Texas, number 2, Haji Thomas.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you as we count down to the start of tonight's game between the University of Texas Pan American Bronx and the University of Texas at San Antonio Roadrunners. They're running through the starting lineup, so it is about time that we do the same, and we're going to start with the visiting Roadrunners. Starting in the backcourt, a 6'1", 160-pound senior out of Houston, number 2, Haji Thomas. A 6'2", 180-pound junior out of Seattle, Washington, number 44, Keon Lewis. The swingman, a 6'4", 185-pound senior out of Tucson, Arizona, number 32, Jordan Sims. At power forward, a 6'6", 200-pound freshman out of Freeport, Bahamas, number 24, Phillip Jones. And at center, a 7', 250-pound junior out of Mercer Island, Washington, number 45, Kai Bjorn Sherman. Head coach of the Roadrunners in his 8th season is Brooks Thomas. The associate head coach is Dan O'Dowd. The assistant coaches are Robert Guster and Jeff Reniger. The Roadrunners enter this game with a record of 2-6. They won last time out, 0-3 on the road this season. As for those hosts, UTPA Bronx, they go back to their original starting lineup after using something a little different on the road trip. Starting in the point guard position, a 5'11", 170-pound junior out of St. Louis, Missouri, number 5, Shaquille Boga. At shooting guard, a 6'5", 215-pound graduate student out of Woodbridge, Virginia, number 3, Javon Farrell. At small forward, a 6'7", 195-pound sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois, number 24, Shaquille Hines. At power forward, a 6'5", 218-pound junior out of Kansas City, Missouri, number 32, Justin Leathers. And at center, a 6'6", 225-pound senior out of Houston, number 25, Josh Cleveland. The head coach of the Bronx in his first season is Mr. Dan Hipsher. The associate head coach is Andy Hipsher. The assistant coaches are Elwin McRoy, Cody Hopkins as well. The Bronx enter this game with a record of 4-6. They lost their last 2 times out, 1-2 at home this season, but they did win their most recent home game. The officials for tonight's contest are Randy Heimerman, Casey Eli, and Brent Dugas. The Roadrunners in their road blue tops and bottoms with the white numbers on the front and on the back and orange trim, white last names above the number. On the front, it says UTSA in white letters with a number underneath it. They have orange trim around the bottom of the shorts. As for the Bronx, they're in their home white tops and bottoms with the orange and green striping down the sides of the shorts. Green numbers on the front and on the back in orange trim. The WAC logo in the same color scheme on the back above the number. On the front, it says Bronx in the same color scheme above the number. The Nike logo on the right shoulder. And the bucking Bronx by each knee on the shorts. Almost all wearing orange shoes with the exception of Javon Farrell, who's wearing green shoes with orange trim. The Roadrunners will be moving from left to right across your computer screen. The Bronx will be moving from right to left. Josh Cleveland will take the tip for UTPA. And Kai Bjorn Sherman will take the tip for UTSA. It's won by the Bronx. We're underway, moving right to left with the Bronx in white. Shaq Boga with the basketball, moves it over the left wing. Swings it around to the right over to Farrell in front of the UTSA bench. Farrell, left wing, Boga. Boga puts the pill to the pavement. Steps to his right. That's Farrell. Farrell stops and pops. No good. Boga taps the rebound and it ends up in the hands of Sims. And we move left to right with UTSA in blue. Thomas with the basketball. Ball cycles around to the right to Sims. Now up top to Lewis. Back to Thomas. Lewis. Out to Sims. The right corner, Thomas. Five on the shot clock. And Jones travels. It's Bronx basketball. And Boga will start up the offense. Ball along to Farrell, baseline, and he gets fouled. Ball would have gone in, but they wave it off. Foul on the floor. First on UTSA, Sims the culprit. Inbounds, Boga, right wing 2, off the back iron. Rebound, pulled in by UTSA, and back we go the other way. Minute 20 gone by, looking for the first points of the game. Sims lobs it inside to Sherman, who muscles his way in. 7 foot, 250. 2-0 runners. Roadrunners, excuse me. As Farrell comes in, he gets fouled.
Personal foul is on number 32, Jordan Sims.
And Jordan Sims just picked up his second foul. It's only the second foul of the game. And Devin Agassi's going to come in. Sims takes an early seat. Well, Sims is the third leading scorer on this UTSA team, 10.5 points per game. So Bronx certainly happy to get him on the bench early. Boga at the top. Right wing Farrell, back to Boga. Comes back to Boga. Hines. Boga. Farrell. Boga with 11, 10. Pass comes to the corner. Hines along 2. Swish. And Shaquille Hines puts the Bronx on the board. We're tied at 2. .210 gone by. Lewis, right wing. That's the top to Jones. Jones hops in, gives it back to Lewis, drives into the lane, tries to throw it up, goes out off of the Bronx. Remains Roadrunners ball with 9 on the shot clock. Pretty good showing in the student section thus far. Today was the first day of finals here at UTPA. 3 good by Thomas. 5-2 Roadrunners. So nice little study break for a lot of UTPA students. Leathers, long range, left wing, drains the 3. Leathers answers back, we're tied at 5. 3 minutes gone by. And it's Bronx ball. Bronx can take their first lead with the basket here. Boga. Hines. Boga. One check to the other. Now to Farrell at the top. Back to Hines, left wing. Swings it over to Leathers. Baseline jumper doesn't fall. Rebound Roadrunners. Lewis, right wing. Passes it off. Comes to the corner. Agassi. Back to Lewis. Thomas. Whistle. Bronx ball again.
Personal foul is on number 45, Kai Sherman. His first, team's third. Bronx basketball.
Sherman picks up his first foul. Third on UTSA. Bronx having to break through some full court pressure. Farrell down low to Leathers, or rather Cleveland back out to Leathers. Now Leathers, the jumper, in and out. Rebound Agassi. To Jones, right wing Lewis. Under 16 minutes to go in the first. Into the lane, there's Thomas, hits it. 7-2 Roadrunners. Farrell, Boga left wing. Takes it around to the top, plenty of time on the shot clock. Gives it to Farrell, back to Boga. Right wing Leathers, to Boga at the top. Boga, left wing Farrell. Looking underneath, I think he was looking for Cleveland. It's stolen by UTSA, back we go the other way. Thomas fouled on his way in. And we hit an immediate timeout. 15:27 to play in the opening half. Bronx down 7-5. Here watching Bronx basketball.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission.
Aggie up.
Bronx Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 15:27 to play in the opening half. The Bronx down 7-5. Five of UTSA's points coming from Haji Thomas, who's at the line, shooting 2. It's the first. 6 of the 8 San Antonio points belong to Thomas.
Roadrunners basketball.
Bronx was it out of bounds, becomes Roadrunners ball. Agassi. Lewis at the top. Back to Agassi and out of Lewis. Left wing Thomas. Agassi, right wing Jones. Left wing Lewis. Double teamed. Hines and Farrell going for the steal. They poke it. Goes out off of calling a reach in on Hines.
His first, team second. Roadrunners basketball.
Roadrunners ball with a fresh shot clock. .56 to play. Bronx down 8-5. Agassi at the top. All along the baseline. Out to Lewis, right wing for three. Bounces around and falls in. It's 11-5 UTSA. Boga. Left wing Leathers, up top to Boga. Back to Leathers, back to Boga. Farrell. Boga for three. No good. Long rebound. The Leathers picked up by Cleveland, who misses. Hines with the putback. Bronx within 11-7. 6 minutes gone by. Ball underneath. Jones. It's out to the left wing, Lewis. There's the long three, airballed, and a push. Jones got it underneath with 4 on the shot clock. Josh Cleveland gets called for a foul.
His first, team's third. At the line for the Roadrunners is number 24, Philip Jones, shooting 2.
Philip Jones shooting 2. First is good.
Substitution for the Roadrunners.
Jones, a 75% free throw shooter. LJ McIntosh is in. Justin Leathers takes a seat. Sherman out for UTSA. Enrico McGregor is in. So Bronx going small. They're going to a 3-guard set. McIntosh lit up UTSA in their last meeting. 17 points, 5 3-pointers. Boga underneath the Cleveland, and his shot is goaltending. Bronx within 12-9, or 13-9 rather.
The basket is good.
UTSA ball. Bronx zoning themselves. Ball dumped off to the left wing, Thomas. Over to Agassi at the top. Agassi backs it up. Pass to the right wing, Jones. Top to Agassi. It's out to the right corner. There's a 3 ball on the way, and it's good from Thomas. And it's 16-9 Roadrunners. Boga. Left wing Hines. It's the Farrell baseline. His shot is blocked by Jones, and here comes the Roadrunners. And Thomas is fouled as he went up for it.
Personal foul is on number 2, LJ McIntosh. His first, team's 4th.
LJ McIntosh picks up his first foul.
At the line for the Roadrunners, number 2, Haji Thomas.
Haji Thomas off the front iron. Christian Hildebrand and Lori Toivonen in. Josh Cleveland and Javon Farrell take a seat.
Christian Hildebrand enter the game. And in for the Roadrunners is number 42, Tyler Wood.
Tyler Wood is in for UTSA. Philip Jones takes a seat. Thomas hits the free throw. And it's now 17-9 Roadrunners. 12:29 to play in the first. McIntosh double, pass over to Boga. Toivonen. Left wing Hildebrand. For McIntosh. Stutter steps. Hines, pull-up jumper, in and out. The rebound's tipped around and picked up by UTSA. Thomas racing in. Foul on the floor.
Personal foul is on number 5, Shaquille Boga.
Shaq Boga picks up his second foul. Well, after UTSA committed the first 3 fouls of the game, the Bronx 5 straight fouls. UTSA hasn't made a foul in about 6 minutes. Agassi at the top, 12 minutes to go. Lewis, to the right corner, Thomas. Down low to McGregor. Out to Agassi. Agassi into the lane, throws it up. No good, but a foul. Free throws when we return. 11:45 to play in the first. Bronx down 17-9. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
Back at the UTPA Fieldhouse, Jonah Goldberg riding with you. $11:45 to play. Bronx down 17-9. Agassi. Second shot is good, 18-9. Eleven and a half minutes to go. Hildebrand sends it in to Hines. Hines misses. Rebound UTSA. Agassi. Over to Lewis at the top. McIntosh on him, out of Wood, pass around the left wing, comes back to the top to Lewis. Wood, Right corner, Lewis. Over to Wood. High left elbow. Lewis for three. Swish. It's 21-9 UTSA. McIntosh with the jumper. It's good. A 2-point jumper for LJ McIntosh. Bronx within 10.
LJ McIntosh.
Bears repeating that McIntosh had 17 points against UTSA in their first meeting, which is more points than he scored the rest of the season in any game. Steal, McIntosh to the floor, and he gets it over to Toivonen. Now to Hildebrandt, muscles his way in and commits an offensive foul.
Foul is on number 44, Christian Hildebrandt. His first, team 7. Substitution for the Bronx, number 32, Justin Leathers replaces
Justin Leathers back in. Christian Hildebrandt takes a seat for the Bronx. So it's Leathers, Farrell, Hines, Toivonen, McIntosh. And that ball goes into the bench. And it's Bronx ball. Chance to get it back within single figures. Toivonen, left wing Farrell. Farrell with a jumper off the front iron. Rebound, Hines puts it in. Jack Hines with the board in the bucket. Bronx within 21-13. 9.5 minutes to play. Out of bounds. Remains UTSA ball. 22 on the shot clock. 9:22 game clock. Lewis. Agassi, and that is tipped into the Bronx bench, or just beyond it. And the Bronx get the ball back. Farrell over to Leathers at the top. Back to Farrell. McIntosh. To Farrell. Lobs in for Toivonen. Back to Farrell. Now to Hines. Over to Farrell. Farrell stops, turns around, feeds Hines up top to McIntosh. Takes the contested three. No good, but a foul. So LJ McIntosh heads to the line for 3 free throws. McIntosh has only been to the line 5 times this year. He's made 3 of those 5. And the first shot is good. This is the Bronx first attempts from the free throw line today. UTSA made the first 8 attempts. McIntosh's second shot rims out. Third shot off the back iron. A near steal. Farrell pokes it away and ends up in the hands of Blake Provost on the bench, which means it's still Roadrunners ball. UTSA by 7 with 8.5 minutes to play in the first. Lewis. Agassi to Woods. Back to Agassi. Lewis on the right wing. Agassi. Thomas. Agassi. Wood. Agassi with 8. Finds a block and ends up traveling. It's Bronx basketball. They can get it within 2 possessions with the basket here. Leathers underneath the Toivonen, who lays it in. 21-16. Well, the Bronx are on a little bit of a run. It's a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes, and there's a steal by Hines. And he gets fouled as he tried to break away. So Bronx ball when we return. 7:47 to play in the first. Bronx down 21-16, but on a 7-0 run. This is Bronx basketball.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission.
Aggie up.
Bronx country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Joan Goldberg riding with you. 7:40 to play in the first, and the Bronx down 5 on a 7-0 run, spanning the last 3 minutes. A turnover, and Thomas uncontested for the layup. It's 23-16. They didn't reset the shot clock, so they have to stop play, and I think they have to put it at probably about 33. Yep, 33. Hines, top of the key, Leathers. That's to Hines. Loses it out of bounds into the UTSA bench, who all stand and applauds. Roadrunners ball with 7:07 to go in the first. First home game since November 13th for this Bronx squad. And they're going to go right back on the road for 2 more at TCU and at SMU next week. Bronx next home game after this is December 29th against Duquesne. Bronx basketball.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 44, Christian Hildebrand. Replaces number 32.
Christian Hildebrand back in for the Bronx. Justin Leathers takes a seat. McIntosh for 3, no good. The rebound pulled in by Lewis. Here come the Roadrunners. Lewis directing traffic. Pass over to Agassi. Back to Lewis. Agassi at the top. Ball to the right corner. Now comes back to Agassi. On the left corner, Thomas. Now back to Agassi. The jumper is good. 25-16 UTSA. Farrell. Wave it off. They're calling a jump ball. Possession arrow favors UTSA.
Possession arrow to the Roadrunners.
Wood. Moves it to the corner. Lewis and basket in the
Personal foul is on number 21, Mari Toivonen. His second, team's 8th.
So the foul's on the floor. So 2 free throws would be coming up for Lewis.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 5, Shaquille Boga replaces
Boga back in. McIntosh takes a seat. Josh Cleveland is in. Toivonen back to the bench.
21, Larry Toivonen. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 44, Keon Lewis, shooting a 1-1.
Check that. It's a 1-on-1 for Lewis. 8 fouls already for the Bronx. Lewis hits the first. Lewis's first trip to the line today. He's an 84% free throw shooter, leads the Roadrunners. Second shot good, 27-16. Hines, right wing Farrell. He backs it out. Top of the key to Boga. It's the Hildebrand. On the baseline, Hines. Comes back out to Hildebrand for 3. Got it! Christian Hildebrand from downtown. And the Bronx within 8. Agassi to Wood on the right wing. Up top to Agassi. Right wing to Wood. Along the baseline, Lewis misses on the jumper. Rebound fought for. And grabbed by UTPA. Farrell. Off to the races, straight to the basket. Reverse layup is good. 27-21. Bronx within 6. Wood lobs it in. And a foul. Sherman's headed to the line.
Personal foul is on number 25, Josh Cleveland. His second.
Josh Cleveland just picked up his second foul. And now Sherman makes his first trip to the line today. 72% free throw shooter. First one off the front iron, so there will not be a second. Bronx have the basketball. Farrell, left wing Boga. Hildebrand on the right wing. Up top to Boga. UTSA in their standard 2-3 zone. Hildebrand at the top. Left wing Boga, 15 on the shot clock. Farrell, long range jumper for 3, doesn't fall, and the rebound Agassi. Fires it ahead to Thomas, misses on the layup, and a rebound by Cleveland. Head to Farrell, coming in 2-on-2 with Hines trailing, but takes it himself, loses it, and here come the Roadrunners. 3-on-3, and a foul. Free throws when we return. 3:48 to play in the first. Bronx down 27-21. This is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Well, fans, big news just announced at the UTPA Fieldhouse at 9:55 a.m. on Thursday. We are expecting the Board of Regents to announce the new name for the university, currently named Project South Texas, and it's the new university being built on the foundation of UTPA and UT Brownsville. So again, the announcement expected Thursday at 9:55 a.m. And of course, both free throws go in. (29-21). Bronx within 8. Hildebrand for 3. No good. Rebound pulled in by Keon Lewis. Lewis right wing. Along the baseline. Lewis at the top with 10. To Agassi. Ooh. Philip Jones announces his presence with authority. Bronx down 10. Boga. Top to Hildebrand. Hines hits the jumper. 31-23. Thomas, and that's into the backcourt.
Out of bounds, Bronx basketball.
And it's Bronx basketball.
Substitution for the Bronx, number 2.
Hildebrand out, McIntosh in. Bronx hoping that McIntosh can give the Bronx a spark going into the half. 2:07 before halftime. Bronx down 8, but as we learned in the first meeting, McIntosh can change that real quick. Boga nails the triple. Speaking of people that can change that real quick. Bronx within 5. Need to stop. Going 3-2. Jamal Dantzler's in. Sherman screens him, but UTSA throws it away, and it's Bronx ball. Can make it a one-possession game with the basket here. Boga into the lane, spins around, feeds McIntosh, open 3. Bounces out and Hines finishes at the rim. The shack attack. Bronx within 3, a near steal. And a foul.
Personal foul is on number 24, Shaquille Hines, his second, team's 10th. At the line for the Roadrunners is number 1, Devon
Agassi. Making his second trip to the line. He's 1 for 2 there today. Off the back iron. Well, if Agassi misses the second one, then the Bronx will be within a possession and a chance to tie it with a 3. Second shot is good. 32-28. Backcourt pressure. McIntosh to Boga. Back to McIntosh, left wing. Over to Boga at the top. 60 seconds left in the half. Bounce to Leathers along the baseline. Into the lane. Throws it to the right corner. Boga. Boga fires up the little floater off the back iron. On the rebound, a whistle.
Personal foul is on number 24, Shaquille.
Foul on Hines, his second. Third.
Bronx are over the limit. At the line for the
that sends Jones to the line.
Phillip Jones, shooting 2.
Phillip Jones, 2 for 2 from the foul line today for 4 points. His only basket was an impressive dunk, but his first one rattles out. Alex Majewski makes his first appearance. Hines will sit the final 48.8 of the half with 3 fouls. Free throw goes in. And the Roadrunners decide to use their use it or lose it timeout. And discuss what they want to do here.
At that time to find out the new name. Again, that's at 9:55 a.m.
Set up their defense. Well, maybe they didn't call a timeout.
Once again, 20-second timeout, Roadrunners.
So a 30-second timeout called for by UTSA, and there was you can see it on your screen, a little confusion, I guess, for a second over whether or not the timeout had actually been called. But it was. UTSA trying to make sure that they have that lead going into halftime. So a little full court pressure. Boga, a couple defenders in the backcourt, fires it ahead to Leathers, who has his shot swatted away by Jones. Pretty good defensive setup by UTSA. Because even with the home run pass, it didn't lead to a guaranteed basket, but it did lead to a foul. So Leathers goes to the line for the first time today and can make it a one-possession game if he hits them both. Leathers 27 of 28 from the line this season, make it 27 of 29. That's still really good. Still 93%. And Leathers hits the second, 33-29. Bronx within 4, in need of a stop. Figure UTSA is going to take off as much time of that clock as they can, knowing they have a 2-possession lead, and that, you know, you give the Bronx 5 or 6 seconds with which to respond. They're not going to be able to tie it unless you foul them in while hitting a 3. I've seen, it's rare. Okay, 2 on the shot clock. UTSA decides to attack with a 3, and it's no good. But they get the offensive board with 2, 1, and the buzzer shot is short. So we go into the half with the Bronx down 33-29. And you know what, all things considered, that's not that bad. I mean, the Bronx have certainly been down by more. I mean, they were down 21-9. Bronx were down as many as 12. They pull within 4 at halftime. I'll take that. I think they would too. And just for reference sake, the last time these two teams faced off, back on November 21st in San Antonio, the Bronx trailed at halftime also by a similar score. It was 31-26. So the Bronx were down 5 there. They're down 4 here. So all things considered, you say, well, they're a point closer, and we all know how that ended. The Bronx ended up winning by 15. So the Bronx just hope that they can recapture that second half magic here again tonight. We'll take a timeout. Coming up on Bronx at the half, we'll go over some of the first half statistics. And we'll show you a clip from this week's edition of Bronx Country, the Bronx regionally televised TV show. This is Bronx basketball.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission.
Aggie up.
Bronx Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you at the half, where the score is 33-29 in favor of UTSA. Take a look at some of the first half numbers, and we'll start with visiting UTSA, leading all scorers with 12 points. Hy Thomas on 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 of 4 from the line, 2 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. 10 points for Keon Lewis, 2 of 4 shooting, 2 of 2 from behind the arc, 4 of 4 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 5 points, 4 rebounds for Phillip Jones, 4 points, 3 rebounds, Devin Agassi, 2 points for Kai Bjorn Sherman. The Bronx 9 of 15 from the field, that's 60, or check that, the Roadrunners 9 of 15, that's 60%, 4 of 6 from behind the arc, 11 for 17 from the line. 15 rebounds, 3 offensive, compared to 9 and 4 by UTPA. The Bronx are led in scoring by Shaquille Hines, who has 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting, 3 offensive boards and a steal. 4 points for Justin Leathers with a block. 3 points, 4 assists for Shaq Boga. 3 points for LJ McIntosh. 3 points for Christian Hildebrand. 2 points, 3 rebounds, Josh Cleveland. 2 points, 1 steal, Lori Toivonen. Bronx 12 of 27 from the field, that's 44%. 3 of 10 from behind the arc. 2 of 5 from the line. Points in the paint, Bronx with 10, UTSA with 8. Points off turnovers, 10 each. The Bronx with 10 points off of 10 UTSA turnovers. The Roadrunners with 10 points off of 7 UTPA turnovers. 6 second chance points for the Bronx, 2 for UTSA, 2 fast break points for the Bronx, none for the Roadrunners. 8 points off the bench for the Bronx, 4 for the Roadrunners. There have been 2 ties, no lead changes. We give you all these numbers, but the only ones that matter, 33-29, UTSA leads UTPA at the half. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, you'll see an excerpt from this week's edition of Bronc Country, where we will introduce to you this year's Hall of Fame class. In fact, we're going to throw it over to Bronc Country right now.
The 2014 UTPA Athletics Hall of Fame and Hall of Honor class is unveiled. We'll let you know who's in. Go behind the scenes to see just how our sports medicine staff keeps UTPA student athletes in the game. Ever wonder what student athletes do for Thanksgiving? We'll take you to one of their celebrations. This is Bronc Country. Welcome to Bronc Country. I'm Jonah Goldberg. In 2007, UTPA Athletics inducted its first ever Hall of Fame and Hall of Honor classes. It has since become a yearly tradition. A Hall of Fame committee runs the process, while all previous inductees get a vote to determine each year's class. And this year's class features 2 baseball players, a pair of golfers, 1 basketball player, and a runner. For the first time since the inception of the Hall of Honor, we have 2 inductees going in together, and deservedly so. Now, let's get to know them, shall we? Lupe Canal pitched for the Bronx in the mid-60s, leading them to their first 2 playoff appearances in 1964 and 65. Canal went 8-2 in 1964 and 16-10 in 1965 to lead the Bronx to the NAIA Texas Championships. After playing professionally in Mexico, Canal went on to coach locally, both professionally and at the high school level. He was inducted into the Rio Grande Valley Hall of Fame in 2002. The timing of this induction may prove to be extra special for Canal, as his granddaughter, Alyssa Canal, is a freshman on the UTPA track and field team. Alonzo Not Garcia was teammates with Canal and played a big role in helping the Bronx to their first postseason appearance in 1964. He went on to play professionally in the minor leagues and then in Mexico from 1964 to 75. Canal passed away on December 27, 2005. At the age of 62. Rene Guillen made his mark on the Bronx track and field and cross-country programs in the early 90s, reaching the NCAA cross-country championships in 1990 and 91, while while winning the American South Conference Championship in '90 and earning all Sun Belt Conference honors in '91. Guillen set what were then program records for the 4-mile and 8,000-meter runs. Guillen broke the program record for the indoor 5,000-meter run while winning the conference championship in 1991, and then later went on to break the program record for outdoor 10,000-meter run. After graduating, Guillen continued running, winning the 1997 San Antonio Marathon. Manny Martinez golfed for the Bronx in the early 70s and made an immediate mark on the program, becoming the first Bronx to ever qualify for the NCAA championships, doing so in 1971, 73, and 74. He recorded 3 holes in one, including one to help him win the 18th annual International Golf Tournament in Monterey in 1974. Marshall Rogers earned NCAA Division I All-American honorable mention during both of his seasons with the Bronx. He led the nation in scoring with a program record 36.8 points per game in 1975-76. Rogers holds several other program records, including points and field goals made both in a single season and a single game. You can find Rogers' name in more than a dozen spots in the UTPA record books, so it's no surprise he went on to be drafted by the Golden State Warriors in the 1976 NBA draft. He passed away on June 15, 2011, at the age of 57. Nancy Verostegui is the most recent Bronc ever to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and with good reason. She qualified for the NCAA Regionals in 1997 and won Sun Belt Conference championships in '95 and '97. In '97, Verostegui posted a career-best 223 to win the title, the 4th lowest individual score in program history. A 3-time All-Sun Belt Conference honoree, Verostegui was twice named UTPA Female Student Athlete of the Year. The first Bronc to ever win a tournament title, Verostegui finished with 4 wins and 2 second-place finishes. More on her in a little bit. But first, we take a look at the Hall of Honor. Lou Hassel played football for the Bronx long before it was UTPA, back when it was Edinburgh Junior College in 1927 and 28. He later went on to serve on the Pan American Board of Regents. He established an endowed scholarship that goes to the male student athlete with the highest GPA each year. Although Hassel has passed on, the scholarship is still given in his name today. Joining Hassel in the Hall of Honor is Anne Lamantia, who served on the Pan American Board of Regents from 1979 to '82. The Anne Lamantia Outstanding Woman Athlete Scholarship was established in her memory by her husband, Joe, after her passing in 1983. It was one of the first scholarships for women at Pan American and goes to the female student athlete with the highest GPA each year.
We were able to recognize a long-deserving class of inductees this year, many of which represented the Bronx over 3 decades ago. There were so many other well-deserving candidates to consider, which is a nice problem to have. Nonetheless, based on the voting process, the committee felt that an excellent class of inductees rose to the top. We're excited to welcome the 2014 Hall of Fame, Hall of Honor inductees and their family back to campus this February.
One of the Bronx's newest Hall of Famers remains an integral part of current campus life. Nancy Verostegui is the Assistant Director for Data Center Services at UTPA, and she's thrilled to now be a part of the Hall of Fame. Elizabeth Espinoza has the story.
Collected out some awards for the summer.
From backswings to memories, former UTPA golfer Nancy Verostegui says she was surprised to hear she's an inductee for the UTPA Hall of Fame class of 2014. To this day, Nancy remembers how she fell in love with the sport.
The reason I started was watching my brother play golf in one of the, like a junior tour in Mexico, and that kind of, you know, triggered a lot of interest on me, and I wanted to start playing and go practice with them, with my brother and my dad. So I'm actually playing since I was 9, and I started my first tournament when I was 12, and winning the first tournament pretty much triggered a big interest to continue playing. It's been a long time since I played for the university, so it's still an honor to be recognized.
During her time as a Bronc, Nancy was honored with the UTPA Female Student Athlete of the Year award for 3 years straight. She also earned the All-Sun Belt Conference NGCA Scholar Athlete Award and qualified for the NCAA Division I Regional Qualifier, which is one of Nancy's biggest accomplishments in UTPA golf.
The experience going to that tournament was really good, playing with teams, you know, from big universities having, you know, very big programs. It was a big experience for me.
Champions are their vision. Encouraging words from Nancy's former golf coach still lives in her mind. She hopes that present and future student athletes follow this motto so they can succeed for not only UTPA, but for themselves.
You know, just try to give your best as much as possible. It's always, you know, rewarding at the end, you know, for personal experience. And you get to have a lot of friends at the end and make that connection with people from, you know, other parts of Texas or, you know, whichever where you're playing. And never give up.
In the end, Nancy still considers herself a Bronc.
I really feel honored to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, to be recognized for the performance that I did. It's always, you know, satisfying to have someone see what you did and what you tried to do, and trying to always place the name of, you know, University of Texas Pan American on the leaderboard.
For Bronc Country, I'm Elizabeth Espinosa.
Bronx basketball on the hardwood over the last week. Next on Bronc Country, we take you to Illinois for highlights from the week that was in Bronx basketball.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com. This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronc Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
www.utsountexasproject.com at that time to find out the new name. Thank you.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you, start of the second half. Bronx are down 33-29. They had been down as many as 12. They were down 5 at the half the last time they faced off, ended up winning by 15. And Javon Farrell gets fouled 11 seconds into the half. So Farrell goes to the line. For the first time today, 74% free throw shooter and 50 attempts this season. Connects on the second. Bronx within a basket. Three-two zone for UTPA. Jones finds his way in, kicks it out to Lewis at the top. Underneath, there's the hoop for Jones. And the Bronx down 35-30. McIntosh on the right wing. Passes it over to Leathers.
Personal foul on number 44, Keon Lewis.
Boga. Jumper doesn't go. Gets it back. Ball cycles around. Farrell misfires. Rebound Thomas. Lewis. All the left wing, Jones. Underneath. There's the layup, and it rolls in. And Hygie Thomas makes it 37-30. Boga left wing, up top to Leathers. Left side Farrell, left wing Boga. Boga underneath, throws up the teardrop, doesn't go. Rebound into the corner is pulled in by Thomas. And here comes UTSA. Lewis, the fall away, swish. 39-30. And a timeout called for by the Bronx. It extends to immediate timeout, so we'll step aside with 17:44 to play.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
Well, our media timeout was mysteriously shortened. Hines misses on the jumper. 17:25 to go. Attempt on a dunk goes A-wire. Bronx get the ball. UTSA has scored 6 of the first 7 points of this half. Bronx looking for an answer. Farrell for 3. Yes! Javon Farrell from downtown. Bronx within 2 possessions. Sherman, right corner, 3 doesn't go from Sims. Rebound Bronx. Farrell racing in, throws it up and gets slammed to the ground. Well, that's a foul.
Personal foul is on number 32, Jordan Sims, his 3rd, team's 4th of the half. At the line for the Bronx is number 3, Javon Farrell.
Farrell hits the first, 39-34.
Number 1, Devon Agassi, replaces number 32, Jordan Sims.
Farrell's second shot good. 39-35, Bronx within 4 again. Bronx have scored the last 5 points of this game. And a foul.
Personal foul on number 3, Javon Farrell, his first, team's first of the half.
Miss on the jumper. Nice double team underneath. They get the ball out. A miss. A rebound. Loose. Bodies flying.
Timeout.
Really? Well, the Roadrunners are able to get off a timeout with questionable possession.
9:55 a.m. on December 12th, the new name of this
15:51 to play, and the Bronx down 39-35.
UTSouthTexasProject.com at that time to find out the new name.
Javon Farrell has scored all the Bronx points in the second half. He has all 5. Now has 8 for the game. Coming off of UTSA's timeout. Long inbounds. It's out to Thomas. Agassi inside to Sherman. You know what the funny part is? Next dead ball, we're going to have a media timeout. So there it is. So a very stop-and-go start to this second half. We're going to step aside. 15:43 to go, and the Bronx down 4. You're watching Bronx basketball.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 15:43 to play. Bronx down 39-35, keeping it close. Javon Agassi. It's the first 5-point game. Agassi hits the second. It's a 6-point game. Full court pressure from UTSA. Leathers having trouble, has to get rid of it. It's tipped, that's a steal. Sherman's got it, here come the Roadrunners. Thomas down low, and offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Nice job by Leathers to take the charge. Thomas picks up his first foul. It's the fourth against UTSA in this half.
Number 2, LJ McIntosh, replaces number 32, Justin Leathers, and number 21, Laurie Toivonen, replaces number 25, Josh Cleveland.
More pressure. Boga has trouble with it. He gets trapped. Back to Farrell. He can handle the ball pretty well. Farrell stops and pops off the back iron. Toivonen the board and the bucket. 41-37. Bronx within 4 again. Agassi, 15 minutes to go. Pass to Jones. To the corner. Thomas. Skips out to Lewis. Lewis works his way in. Bounce underneath. Jones misfires. Rebound. Boga. Bronx can get it back within a possession. Lob over to McIntosh. Driving straight to the hoop. Throws it up off the side of the backboard. The rebound pulled in by UTSA. Thomas into the lane. Tries to put it up, and just as it looked like it was a turnover, a foul is called.
Foul on number 24, Shaquille Hines, is 4th, team's 3rd.
4 fouls on Hines now.
At the line for the Roadrunners.
Well, the crowd has consistently gotten bigger as this night has gone on.
Shooting 2.
Official was, I think it was 8:47. That was taken right before, or right around the start of halftime, but fans have been consistently coming in. The student section is an overflow. There were some traffic concerns around the field house today due to a city parade that led to some fans having a little trouble getting here on time today. First shot good, 42-37. But they all made it. A pretty good crowd on this Saturday evening. Just looking around the field house, I'd say that our attendance may have been taken prematurely. I think we're over 1,000. But so it goes. The numbers on the paper don't matter. It just matters how many people are actually here.
Bronx basketball. Substitution for the Roadrunners, number 20.
Sherman out. McGregory in for UTSA. Leathers is back in. Hines takes a seat for the Bronx. Hines with 4 fouls. It's a tough one. He's the only Bronx in double figures today. 10 points on 5 of 8 shooting, but got to pick your spots with him now the rest of the way. Bronx down 6. Farrell for 3. Got it! 2 threes. Javon Farrell. Well, now he's in double figures with 11. Leads the Bronx. And it's a 1-possession game. Need a stop. Lewis. Into the corner. Jones. Thomas into the lane. His shot rattles in. It's 45-40. Boga ribs out. Ball underneath. Ball stolen by McIntosh. Basket makes this a 1-possession game. Farrell to Leathers. Back to Farrell. Another 3. This one's short. And UTSA slowing the tempo down. Agassi in the lane, left-handed hook, doesn't go, but a foul.
Personal foul on number 32, Justin Leathers, is 2nd.
That's 2 on Leathers, 4 on the Bronx.
Roadrunners, number 1, Devon Agassi.
Agassi hits the first.
Substitution for the Bronx.
Alex Majewski is in. Leathers takes a seat.
Alex Majewski replaces number 32, Justin Leathers.
Majewski averaging 3.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, shooting 47% from the field, 42% from behind the arc. Limited playing time. He averages about 10.5 minutes a game. So if you were to multiply it out, numbers are pretty good for Majewski in his freshman campaign. Takes over at the 4. Boga. Majewski. McIntosh for 3. Doesn't go. And the rebound pulled in by McGregor. Agassi at the top. Left wing Wood back to Agassi. Travel.
Traveling. Bronx basketball.
Let's go Bronx! Let's go Bronx! Let's go Bronx!
47-40 Roadrunners. Boga coming in, throws it up, and that's swatted out of bounds. My goodness. It's Rico McGregor. 6'7", 225-pound senior from Nassau, Bahamas. And if that door had been open, that ball would have landed across the street. But the Bronx retain. McIntosh outside the NBA arc. Just a Boga on the right wing. Farrell. Back to McIntosh for 3. No good. Rebound, Roadrunners. Under 12 minutes to go. Wood. Farrell all over him. Comes to the baseline, a double. Now to Agassi at the top. Left wing, Lewis is open. Majewski comes to contest. Now the pass stolen by Boga. Coming one-on-one to the basket, and he is fouled hard from behind. Boga ends up going down right by the wall. Well, the refs are discussing this one. Let's see if they'll call it. Well, we'll find out for sure. Well, they're announcing a personal foul. With 11:30 to go, 47-40. We'll step aside. You're watching Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Doctors Hospital Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Six, 5, 4, 3,
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 11.5 minutes to play. Bronx down 47-40. Referees went to the replay on that Boga foul, or the foul on Boga, I should say, to see if it was flagrant or not. And if you're watching right now, you see Boga's going to the line by himself, and that answers that question. So Boga makes the first. The Bronx will get to keep the ball. Gets them both. So Agassi called with the flagrant.
It remains Bronx basketball.
And the Bronx just made it a 5-point game, can make it a 1-possession game with the basket. This can become a 4 or 5. Boga, McIntosh to the top, right wing Farrell. Over to McIntosh. Right wing Majewski. Top to McIntosh. Left wing Boga open. Look at a three. Rounds out. Rebound Thomas. Lewis. That's the right wing Thomas. No good, but a foul.
Personal foul is on number 21, Laurie Toivonen. His third, team's fifth. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 20, Enrico McGregor.
Enrico McGregor goes to the line for the first time today. Off the front iron with the first. McGregor now 7 of 13 from the line. Leathers in, Majewski out for UTPA. Free throw good, 48-42. Farrell. To McIntosh at the top. Left wing Farrell. Top to McIntosh. Now to Boga. Back to McIntosh. Boga at the top with 6. Left wing McIntosh for 3. No good. Rebound Wood. McIntosh 0 of 5 from behind the arc today. Right wing, Thomas 3, no good. Rebound, it's tipped into the hands of Toivonen. It's ahead to Farrell. Farrell forces it forward and it doesn't go in. A rebound by the Roadrunners. Here comes Keon Lewis. That's the right wing, Thomas. Lewis at the top. Left wing, Sims for 3. It goes in. 51-42, Roadrunners. Boga left side, Farrell back to Boga at the top. They call the Bronx next home game is coming up on December 29th against Duquesne, 2 p.m. here at the Fieldhouse, 1:45 pregame. You're on 956sports.com. In the interim, the Bronx will travel to TCU on December 15th. That's a week from tomorrow. Game that will be televised live on Fox Sports Southwest. And then December 18th at SMU, a game that will be seen on ESPN3, which means online. I just got the correct attendance. Apparently the attendance I was given earlier only counted 2 of our 3 entrance doors. It's actually 1487. That's a little higher than the number we had before. So there you go. That's a pretty good crowd.
Personal foul on number 3, Javon Farrell. His second, team 6th of the half. Substitution for the Bronx, number 24, Shaquille replaces number 2, LJ McIntosh.
There's the corner 3 from Sims, doesn't go. Wood the rebound, and he goes strong to the basket, misses with the left hand. Leathers the rebound. Back we go the other way. At to Boga. Upswing Farrell, back to Boga at the top. Farrell. Left corner Hines, left wing Farrell. Up top to Boga. Side to Leathers, down low to Toivonen, who lays it up and in. 51-44. Tip in by Sims.
Jordan Sims.
53-44. Turnover. Thomas. Got it. It's an 11-point UTSA advantage. Their largest lead was 12 back in the first half when it was 21-9. Since then, the Bronx have gone as close as 3, but no closer. And now it's back at 11. Chance of defense from the UTPA faithful. Toivonen lays it in. 55-46. Lewis at the top. Right wing 3 from Sims. And we're up against the media timeout. 6:47 to play. Bronx find themselves down 9. You're watching Bronx basketball.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at utpabronx.com.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. 6:47 to play. Bronx down 55-46. Need to start picking up some stops and getting some baskets. It's simple, but it's true. Bronx have been down as many as 12, been as close as 3, and it just seems to fluctuate. And as much as it fluctuates, it seems to stay about the same.
His third, team 7.
Roadrunners are holding the Bronx at arm's length. Bronx trying to make that arm bend. Lewis hits the first free throw. Of course, the Roadrunners, on the other hand, are trying to push the Bronx away from arm's length. Next couple of minutes leading up to the next timeout, I'd say, are critical. Roadrunners could pull away, the Bronx could pull closer, and then they'll be under 4 minutes left after that next timeout, so this next couple of minutes are huge. Toivonen. It's off to Farrell for 3. Got it!
3 points for
Devon Farrell brings the Bronx within 7. And a fan holds up a sign that says 3's company. Yes, but 4's a crowd. IG Thomas, turnover, Bronx ball. Bronx down 8. And with a basket, the Bronx can be within 2 possessions. Farrell doesn't go. Farrell 3 of 6 from behind the arc now for 14. Lewis from the top for 3, no good. McIntosh the rebound. Head to Boga. Boga at the top. Outside the NBA circle, passes it off to McIntosh to the right wing. Farrell, he's got the hot hand. Farrell comes inside, kicks it out to Boga, left wing. Boga stops, feeds McIntosh, open look at a 3. Got it!
3 points for LJ McIntosh.
5-point game. And here come the Bronx again. 4:44 to go, make a wish. Thomas. Shot no good, rebound Farrell, and as he's falling out of bounds, he tries to pass it off, but it goes out, so it'll remain Roadrunners ball.
Out of bounds, Roadrunners basketball.
Lewis. Thomas. McGregor. Lewis comes underneath, almost lost, retained, and there's the dunk, McGregor. Punch, counter punch, Bronx down 7 again. McIntosh answers! 59-55! Now that's a power PC. Offensive foul! Offensive foul! And as we go to the final media timeout, the Bronx are breathing. 59-55. Don't go anywhere because this is Bronx basketball.
Here, we understand how a team is the result of being part of something larger than yourself, creating a better outcome and a better tomorrow. Hospital at Renaissance is proud to support the University of Texas Pan American Bronx.
Dr. Pena, does LASIK surgery work?
LASIK surgery is America's most frequently performed elective procedure. In fact, I've helped thousands of patients see better.
Dr. Pena.
Call me Raulito.
Thousands and thousands. Raulito, are you sure?
Is that thing on?
Yes.
Follow me. I had to put him somewhere. It's a big project.
That's a lot of successful operations. Call Dr. Raulito Pena at 661-UC.
The phone keeps ringing. Gotta make room.
It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Come in today and claim your Red Tax cash on just about all of our Buick and GMC inventory. It's the Red Tax Sales event at South Texas Buick GMC. Not the biggest, just the best.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you. Bronx on a 9-2 run over the last 240. Almost since that last media timeout. And it is a 4-point game with 3:47 to go. And it's Bronx ball. It could be a one-possession game with a basket here. Farrell and Boga bringing it up. Heavy pressure in the backcourt. Long pass up to Toivonen. Bounce to McIntosh. Layup. No good. Coach Hipsher wants a foul there. Thomas on the left wing. Pass underneath, swatted away. Bronx have it. Farrell gets fouled.
Foul is on number 2, Haji Thomas.
Haji Thomas picks up his second foul. 7 on each team now. Farrell hits the first. It is a one-possession game. It is a 2-point game. Chance of defense getting loud. Bronx need a stop in the worst possible way with 3 minutes to go. Jones slams it in. Well, now the Bronx need a basket. Gotta answer. Boga beats Farrell at the top. Farrell stops and pops, doesn't go. Toivonen and Leathers try to get the board, but it's UTSA's Lewis slowing it down. And a foul.
Personal foul is on number 3, Javon Farrell. His third, team 7. Attention fans, UTPA student Josiah Borden just won the $100,000 Dr. Pepper Challenge Scholarship by throwing a football through the target. And he did give props to UTPA. When he got to talk about it, he mentioned the University of Texas Pan American. So let's give a big round of applause to UTPA student Josiah Borden.
Just learned that a UTPA student named Josiah Borden won $100,000 at the Dr. Pepper Challenge at the Pac-12 championship game today. Had to throw a football through a target. They showed it, I think, at halftime of the game. So one great thing happening for UTPA today. Can there be a second? Bronx have been trying to come back all night against UTSA. Find themselves now down 5 with 2:20 to go. Every time they get within one possession, UTSA scores. Bronx haven't been able to tie it since it was 5-5. They haven't ever led this game, but still within striking distance. Boga got it. It's a 4-point game. How many times have we said that? 2 minutes to go. No good, but a foul.
Personal foul is on number 21, Laurie Toivonen, his 4th, team's 9th. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 2, Haji Thomas.
Haji Thomas is heading back to the line, where he's 4 for 6 today. He's got a game-high 20 points. 7 of 13 shooting, and he's really filling up the stat sheet. 3 steals, 2 blocks, 5 boards, 2 assists. He hits the first. Second shot. And it's a 6-point game again. Bronx really need a basket. Minute 48 to go. Boga. Farrell, right wing, 4-3. Off the back iron. Rebound Jones. Now the Bronx, they have to have a stop. But it's a foul. That's 10.
On number 5, Shaquille Boga, is 4th, team's 10th. Bronx are over the limit. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 44, Keon Lewis.
Keon Lewis trying to make this a 3-possession game. He only needs to have one of his 2 to do it, and he does. Lewis is 9 for 9 from the line today. 17 points. Now he's 10 for 10. And it's an 8-point game. McIntosh can't get open. Boga tries an NBA 3, in and out, and right back in! Bronx within 5. Sims moving that pivot foot all around. Comes up ahead, and another foul.
Personal foul on number 2, LJ McIntosh.
LJ McIntosh this time. His second.
Over the limit. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 2, Haji Thomas.
Haji Thomas back to the line where he's 6 of 8 for 22 points. You know, it's funny. The Bronx are just 9 of 26 from behind the arc today. First one's in. 35%. 6 of 16 in the second half, 3 of 10 in the first. So not really lighting it up, but it just seems that so many of them are, it just seems better, you know? Just from watching it. Farrell's hit some big ones. Free throw good. Roadrunners call timeout. McIntosh has a couple of big ones to her. Yeah, I mean, McIntosh 2 for 7, but he's hit his last 2. Boga's 2 of 7, but he just hit that one. And now with the Bronx down 7 again with exactly 60 seconds on the clock, I mean, that's the formula, I think. Got to hit some threes. Space it out. Try to take advantage of the zone, but I mean, the Bronx have been trying that all night. That's why they shot 26 threes. Roadrunners shot 11. But you also don't have a lot of time to try and find those holes. And then, of course, on the other end, you just got to stop UTSA every time down now. Boga's in double figures now with 10, by the way. Boga to Farrell on the right wing. Farrell underneath, finds Majewski, who puts it up and in. Quick two, it's 69-64, and there's a foul. Oh, Majewski and Lewis. Lewis teed up. Well, that's going to give the Bronx some technical free throws. That's the fourth foul on Keon Lewis.
Technical foul on number 44, Keon Lewis.
So it's 18 points today.
And personal foul on number 35, Alex Majewski.
There's also a personal foul on Alex Majewski.
Boga.
So first, Boga shoots some free throws. It's the first, it's a 4-point game. Another good one makes it a 1-possession game. Off the back iron. So for the umpteenth time, it's a 4-point game. And now on the other side, Lewis gets to shoot 2 because he was fouled. UTSA is not going to leave any rebounders there. They leave all their players back to play defense. So it's 5 Bronx and now 2 Roadrunners with Lewis and Thomas sneaking in. Second one is good. It's 71-65. 40 seconds left. Boga feeds Farrell. Fakes out his defender. Feeds Boga for 3. Short. Rebound McGregor and a foul.
Personal foul on number 21, Laurie Toivonen. His 5th. He has fouled out.
Toivonen just fouled out of the game, and now Shaq Hines, who has 4 fouls. About to head to the scorer's table. Well, the officials comes over and is talking to our caller.
Substitution for the Bronx.
I don't know why.
Number 24.
But Hines is in. So it's Hines, Majewski, Farrell, McIntosh, Boga, and McGregor.
And Rico McGregor shooting 2.
At the line. This is on the first. This can make it a 3-possession game. It's good. Bronx just need quick threes. Boga moves right. Boga comes inside, throws it up, rims out. Hines battles for the rebound, it's grabbed by UTSA. And Coach Hipsher yells, no foul. So 8 seconds left, the shot clock is off. And this game is over. This one belongs to the Roadrunners. A 72-65 victory for UTSA over UTPA at the UTPA Fieldhouse. Well, the Bronx kept getting close. They kept getting close, and they just couldn't finish off the comeback. Down by as many as 12, got as close as 3. And we're always just trying to find their way back into it, and final score, 72-65. Bronx now 4-7. They've lost 3 in a row. UTSA 3-6. Well, we'll take a timeout. Coming up on Bronx postgame, we'll take a look at the final numbers. We'll be joined by Bronx Associate Head Coach Andy Hipscher, and then we'll take a look ahead to the Bronx next game. Bronx falls 72-65. You're watching Bronx basketball.
This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Madness is calling. The 2014 WAC Men's and Women's Basketball Tournament. March 12th through the 15th at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. 16 teams battle through the brackets on their way to the big dance. Be there to see who will go home the big winner.
Ticket packages on sale now at UTPABronx.com.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission.
Aggie up.
Bronx country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Welcome back out to the UTPA Fieldhouse. Jonah Goldberg riding with you on Bronx postgame. Bronx fall to UTSA 72-65. Let's take a look at some of the final numbers. And we'll start with visiting UTSA, leading all scorers with 24 points. Hy-G Thomas on 7 of 13, shooting 8 of 10 from the foul line, 5 boards, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 3 steals. 20 points, Keon Lewis, 3 of 7, shooting 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 12 of 12 from the line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists and a block for Phillip Jones. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, Devon Agassi. 5 points for Jordan Sims, 4 for Edrico McGregor, and 2 for Kyborn Sherman. As we're now joined by Bronx Associate Head Coach Andy Hipscher. And Coach, it's one of those games where you were right there. It seemed like the entire game with down 12, then within 4, then down 11, within 3, and just punch, counter punch. It's so hard to get over that hurdle.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's what happened all night, punch, counter punch, and they punched first, and we didn't quite counter enough times. And when we did have a chance to really take a lead late, we didn't make the plays that we needed to make, and to their credit, they came down and did.
What positives do you see out of a game like this?
Well, right now I don't see a whole lot of positives. I mean, the fact that we did fight back from a 12-point deficit, I guess, is a positive. And they played a high-level basketball game in the first half and did what they needed to do in the second half to just hold on enough to win the game, to their credit.
And Shaq Boga, 7 assists, no turnovers.
Yeah, that was great. 7 assists, no turnovers. 3 for 13. You can shore up that a little bit. We're still looking for a complete game from everybody. It wasn't just one person, and we just have to think a little bit better out there as a team and play both ends of the floor. And I think if we can do that, we can win some games because we're keeping ourselves in it, and the guys are trying. We're just not executing to the level that we need to.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's Bronx Associate Head Coach Andy Hipscher. Bronx fall to UTSA 72-65. We'll finish up the final numbers for you right now. UTSA, 18 of 36 from the field. That's 50%. 5 of 11 from behind the arc, 46%. 31 for 39 from the line, 80%. 37 boards, 8 offensive, compared to 19 and 7 by the Bronx. Bronx led in scoring by Javon Farrell, 16 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, a block, and a steal. 11 points for Shaq Boga, 7 assists and a steal. 10 points Shaq Hines, 3 offensive rebounds. He was in foul trouble for a good part of the night. 9 points for LJ McIntosh with 2 assists. 8 points for Lori Toivonen. 4 for Justin Leathers with 3 assists. 3 points Christian Hildebrandt, 2 each for Alex Majewski and Josh Cleveland. Bronx 23 for 58 from the field, that's 40%. 9 of 27 from behind the arc, 33%. And 10 of 15 from the line, 67%. Points in the paint, UTSA 22, UTPA 16. Points off turnovers, Bronx with 16 points off of 17 UTSA turnovers. UTSA with 14 points off of 11 Bronx turnovers. Each team with 8 second chance points, 2 fast break points. Bronx bench outscored the Roadrunners bench 22-12. There were no lead changes, 2 ties. We'll give you all these numbers, but the only ones that matter. 72-65. UTSA Roadrunners defeat the UTPA Bronx at the UTPA Fieldhouse. Well, the Bronx fall to 4-7. UTSA improves to 3-6. The Bronx are back in action on Sunday. That's a week from tomorrow, I should say. December 15th, when they face off at TCU. A game that can be watched live on Fox Sports Southwest. It's a 1 p.m. tip-off. It's actually a doubleheader. The women will play also on Fox Sports Southwest right after the men's game that's scheduled for 4 p.m. tip-off. Bronx then go to SMU that Wednesday, December 18th on ESPN3 at 7:30 before coming back home December 29th against Duquesne. That's a 2 p.m. start, a 1:50 pregame. You'll be able to catch all the action right here on a 1:45 pregame right here on 956sports.com. That's the next Bronx men's basketball broadcast. The next Bronx broadcast in general is tomorrow. It's women's basketball. UTPA women's basketball at Texas A&M Corpus Christi for a 2 o'clock start, 1:50 pregame. You'll be able to catch all the action right here at UTPA or at 956sports.com. That'll do it for us on the UTPA Fieldhouse. I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in. This has been a presentation of Bronx basketball. For more information, you can log on to UTPABronx.com. If you'd ever like to reach us, send an email. Our contact info is up on the website under Inside Athletics. Click on Staff Directory. But for now, for Romeo Villarreal in the control room and our entire camera crew, this is Jonah Goldberg saying good night from the UTPA Fieldhouse, where the Bronx fall 72-65.